I think all cats are neurotic.
Well, she wants to be part of the live stream. Hi, everybody. There she is. She jumps up and she sits on my lap and starts purring just before we go live. While
How
we're
does she
having
know?
while we're having technical difficulties, which is so funny. I'm not sure if Akanksha sent out the email. We don't have any people yet, and we're late. So let's just go.
Yeah. So welcome back, everybody, to what's new and coming up with lipedema. We just finished up the Congress this past weekend, so we're readjusting to normal life again, bleary-eyed, slightly scatterbrained, but we are here regardless. So let's talk a bit about the Congress. How do you think it went?
Oh my God. It was really amazing. Um, why don't you talk about it for a minute and let me get a couple of the quotes we went over. We did a debrief today, and Isla pulled some of the quotes from the surveys, and
Mm,
it brought me to tears. It was amazing. But let me do this. I'll go get them so I can put them in the chat, and you talk about um, and you talk
yeah.
about.
And we do have people who found us. So Patsy said that she's on YouTube, and Jenny from the Isle of Wight said, "Hi, Catherine and Siobhan. I found the link." Perfect. So we're not alone. But yes, so the Congress was this past weekend. Like I said, it was basically a big celebration of our textbook. So we had different presentations from the various authors focused on their chapters. So me and Matt Carmody did one on the holistic approach. And then we had some on surgery, which I thought was really good. Because he was not just talking about surgery, but the what did he call it? The prehabilitation. So everything that goes into preparing for surgery, not just things like lifestyle and conservative care, but also he was doing like genetic stuff on patients, looking at the condition of their skin, all sorts of different stuff, which I thought was really cool. And then we also did the history, so how we got here from the naming of lipedema all the way up to the creation of the textbook, which I thought was really great. And then also, Dr. Carmody did a presentation just talking about his chapter, The Challenges for the Physician. So there was a ton more. I did not cover everything. And then, as per usual, we also had the meditation. We had yoga. We had the Q&A with me and Leslin on Saturday. We had a Q&A with Carrie Reedy as well. And we just had a bunch of stuff. And it was really great. Gabrielle's presentation on nutritional intervention. Someone said in the comments after that one that it was the best how-to guide for keto for lipedema that they had ever seen. And I agree. It was just really well put together where it was like, okay, you can start here and then you can kind of step down to here, and here's the general recommendations, but here's how you can personalize it. So yeah, I thought it went really, really well. And the response from the attendees was really great. We had some new people in. We had some.
I'm posting. Oops, did it post? Here
Yes,
it
it is
is.
posting.
Okay,
So
I can show it. This is one of the quotes from the survey.
yeah, and it says, "Your group has helped me in so many ways. I have access to information that I would not know existed. As I get more of a grasp on things, I want to be more of an advocate and more active." That's awesome.
Isn't that awesome? Wait, there's more. I'm so busy during the Congress, and then I'm so tired after it. It takes me a while to catch up. So we had the debrief today where we
Mm-hmm.
get together and we go what went well, what could be better. Um And Isla had pulled these from the survey. I'm going to give you a few more because honestly, I, I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah, what's really cool is that even just during the event, you can already see some people who haven't been in the community yet coming into the community and starting to integrate and find that hope and that just excitement for what's up and coming, which is really cool. So this is another quote that says, "I'm so impressed with all that the Lipedema Simplified organization does for this community. Your care, concern, and invaluable info at a decent price is remarkable. You have my ultimate respect and gratitude." And
Isn't
people are
that?
so nice.
Oh my God. It's just the quotes are, um, let me get one more. There's quite a few more, but
Yeah, one more. Um,
one more.
these are fun to read, at least for me. I don't know about the viewers, but it's fun for me to see these.
Oh my God. So something about at a decent price. She says something at a decent price. I just
Mhm.
want to let everyone know you're going to get an email this week. And if you haven't already, we have a pre uh, early bird special for the conference coming up in April at $67. That was for the people who had come to the Congress. Oh, it's not 67 anymore. I'm sorry. It's going to be, I think 77. But anyway,
It's
get it.
still really good, by the
It's
way.
still really, really good.
Yeah, because it's
Okay.
going to be 3 days. We have the dates. What did it end up being? 16,
And April
17?
17th, 18th, and 19th.
Yeah, okay. So save the date on that, 17th, 18th, 19th. And then it's going to be on nutrition, focused a lot around the topics that Leslyn, me, and Carrie Reedy covered in our recent paper. So kind of diving a lot into that, but then with all of the extra stuff that we like to go into. So focusing on the holistic approach to nutrition. And then this comment says, this group is the best, most informed, most organized, and so incredibly focused on bringing knowledge and support to an audience. On Facebook, there seems to be a new site opening almost weekly, but I haven't found one that is so focused and able to push through the unknown. Also, so many other groups exist to explain and share info centered on just one portion of understanding or dealing with this disease. Yeah, that's really cool. It's I don't know. Like when you're in it, it's hard to tell if you're doing a good job or not. So it's always nice to
Right.
hear from people.
I know. That's why it was just such an incredible gift, because, I do this and I do it a lot. And obviously, Siobhan and I are here mostly every Friday. So we're really focused on serving the community. But we don't always know if we're hitting the mark. But this tells me one more. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Yeah. So let's
Wait,
see.
where is it? Oh, here it
It's right
is.
here. So it says, "This has brought me to a place where I feel validated, and don't have to hide how much pain I'm in or how I am struggling in my daily life. I'm grateful for the community, the resources, and the knowledge." Yeah, and that's the thing is that during these events, people are able to just talk about what their experience is. Like they don't have to worry about having to explain what they're going through because other people get it, they understand already. And they're able to connect with other people who get that, who want to support them. And already, like, there was someone during the laser coaching who was talking about her experience with her friends, and they were supportive, but at the same time, they don't understand because they're not going through it. And she wanted somebody to talk to put a plan together to kind of organize her thoughts about what her next steps are. And as we were doing the laser coaching, Isla in the background was picking out people to win the giveaway, and the giveaway for that one was a year of Tribe, and she won it. So she's part of Tribe now. So I guess her her wishes were granted on that one. So now she
That was
has a whole tribe to come help her out.
that was mind blowing. That one really, even I couldn't believe that one. So I just want everyone to know that all of the feedback isn't as fabulous as what I showed you. So I'm going to show you. We also get some constructive feedback, and this,
Which is really appreciated.
which is really appreciated. And so we're going to here it
Yeah.
is.
And this one says, while it's important to allow people to ask questions, I think they should be collected, have the moderator ask them. I think you'd get to more questions and certain individuals would not dominate all the time. I think it would allow for more questions to be answered. Plus, we could stay more and generalized for all. And if the person needs additional info, you could bring that person up or spotlight them. Yeah, and
I think that's good
usually,
feedback.
yeah, usually we have the Q&A box, and for this one, for some reason it didn't get set up properly, so we were grabbing from the comments. Sometimes we'd bring people up to the
Yeah.
spotlight, but that is for sure true. It's really helpful when we have the Q&A organized, and it's really the moderators who are grabbing stuff and reading it out, so that if there's like a bunch of background information with the question, we can skip past it to the actual question and save some time. So yeah, for sure. And it's nice to know that other people really like that system. Because sometimes it's hard to tell, like, do they enjoy it when people come up and ask the question themselves, or do they prefer the moderators to read it? So we'll definitely make sure to implement that in the April one, have the Q&A box, we'll have the moderators read it. And then every now and again, we'll still bring people up and spotlight them and have them ask their question, but not
Yeah,
as much as we did this time.
that was the thing that pretty much everyone said that there was a snafu with the platform, and we didn't have the Q&A function, which we usually do, which
Mm-hmm.
allows for this to moderate it more. But that's okay. We got
Yeah,
through it, but it was definitely noticed. But
yeah,
but again, there was so much value. So that's what I want to be able to focus on. That we
yeah.
had
And
so much fun.
yeah, if anybody has attended these events, you'll know that we emphasize like fill out the surveys, fill out the surveys. And it's for this reason because like with stuff like this, we know that having the Q&A more curated is important to attendees as much as it is to us. So, and we actually do react. A lot of the stuff we've implemented, more breaks, longer breaks, less content, more connection time, all of that
Hmm.
came from the feedback surveys.
Yep, the community really guides what we do. Speaking of which, if you are part of our tribe community, one of the things that we talked about is we have so many new things happening in our community.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm letting you know now because the community opens up during the congresses. So we opened it up. We have a number of new members, and it will close down again next Wednesday, the 8th, whatever the day the 8th is. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. Uh,
Let me look.
with the orientation, we have the last orientation of this round. Why do we do this? Because we bring people into the community, we welcome them, we get to know them, they get to know some of us, and it's not just come in willy nilly. We really do it in a very thoughtful and caring way. So, because a lot of people who come in are new to the diagnosis of lipedema, they're not quite sure. A lot of people are in overwhelm. So, we just want to ease people in.
Yeah, and like the way that I think about it is like think about the difference between joining a classroom with everybody at the start of the semester versus being an exchange student and coming in partway through. It's
Yeah.
much easier to make connections if you know there's a ton of other new people at the same time. So it's even something you can bond over, like, oh, we're both new to this community. Let's get to know each other better.
So, if you're not already a member of Tribe, uh, and if you're interested you can come in at this time when we open it to the people who attend the Congress. So Akanksha will be sending out an email, but I'm going to put right here the information that you need. I think this does it. It might not. Nope, this isn't the right link. Give me a second. Let me get the right link. Yeah, this is the right link. Only because it won't open again until April. April is the next time when you can join us. And there's no need to wait if you don't want to. And so here's all the information. There it is. Oh, that's lovely. Jenny says, welcome to all the new tribe members. She joined after the Congress last spring, March or April. I can't remember. We had our Congress. We usually have it in March or April. And anyway, Jenny says it's definitely the best thing that she's ever done. Well, not bad for us too. Jenny comes with incredible amount of information and participation, and
Yeah,
she makes us laugh and cry and all kinds of things.
for sure. Yeah, we've definitely enjoyed having you too, Jenny.
Uh,
And then
Tijuana, make sure you get in touch with us. We would love to have you. You
yeah,
can always,
and
yeah, I was going to say you can always email, but you've got the link now.
yep. And I actually wanted to highlight a comment from Tuana because she said, I wish I could be more active like an advocate, but social media is not my friend. So there's many, many different ways to be an advocate. Talking to your friends and family is being an advocate. Providing some information and resources to your doctor or your healthcare team, that's being an advocate. So whatever you're most comfortable with, even just being open about your diagnosis if you're comfortable with that with coworkers, friends, family, your healthcare team, that's really helpful as well because it puts it on their radar and it makes it more normal to the point where sometime in the future they may hear it from somebody else and say, oh yeah, I know someone else who has that. Just like with diabetes or autoimmune disease or all sorts of different things, the more that people are aware of it, the easier it is for people to get support and care because there's not as much like upfront explaining that people have to do. It's like, this is what it is, and this is how it works, and this is how it impacts me. It gets really exhausting repeating yourself over and over again.
So we are recouping. So
Yes.
let me just say that it takes incredible amount of time and effort and energy to put one of these congresses together. And it usually takes us at least 6 to 7 to 8 months. So we often start, like we started talking about the April Congress over a month ago. In fact, 2 months ago. So we've already, talked about it, come up with a few things, got some stuff structured, and it's not until April. So already it's 7, 8 months. And so for the other one, we've been working on the book for several years. And then the idea of having a Congress with the book and getting the authors. So the book is 30 of the top physicians, surgeons, researchers, advocates on lipedema in the world, which is remarkable. But anyway, then we had to get some of them to come and speak, which they did. And so that's why we're now recouping.
Yes, but we do still have stuff planned and up and coming.
Yes.
So the next thing that we're going to have, one big topic that ended up coming up during the Congress was thyroid health, autoimmune, Hashimoto's, how do you interpret thyroid labs, that type of stuff. And so what we decided is that we should have a webinar on thyroid because we do actually know, we don't know why, but there's been a couple different studies showing both about a 30% like rate of hypothyroidism in lipedema. So something is going on there. I don't know how much of that is Hashimoto's versus starvation hypothyroidism from dieting versus comorbid with obesity versus who knows what. But in any case, it's definitely something people should know about. What are the signs? What are the symptoms?
Bella, no! Bella, I got flowers, and Bella's eating the baby's breath. Sorry, you guys.
Yeah, no worries. But cats, anything you don't want them to get into, they'll immediately go after it. But yes, so thyroid. So we don't have the dates yet, but we're going to have multiple different people who are kind of specialized, very knowledgeable about thyroid, and we'll be talking about it. And yeah, so that'll be coming up basically. So keep an eye out. I'm sure we'll mention it at a future Friday Live to give you the dates and times and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm actually going to get some thyroid lab work done, so I will definitely be attending that webinar. I know about it in terms of high antibodies you should be aware of, and low carb can decrease free T3. TSH levels, I look more at the functional ranges. But other than that, there's a ton more I could learn, I guarantee. So I'm getting a bunch of stuff in terms of like nutrients related to thyroid antibodies, and then general levels of different stuff from what we talked a little bit during Congress. And then I'll be taking all of my information to that webinar so I can look at it and be like, okay, this is what this is.
Yes, me too. I know she told you all about the thyroid stuff. Well, I was getting Bella away from the flowers. Oh my God, she climbed up and she found a way to get to the baby's breath and she was eating it. It's not healthy. Oh my God. Okay.
Yes, so that'll be coming up. We'll give more information once we have the dates and times. But for now, it's more just like a heads up, keep an eye out, and we'll let you know when we have more information.
So I think this is a wrap. Thank you. Have a wonderful, if wherever you are, morning, afternoon, evening, weekend, if you're in a place which is about to have a weekend like we are. Have a great time. And here comes Bella. Oh my God, she's driving me crazy today.
She's just, it's like a toddler. She's just doing things she knows will get your attention.
Well, but the thing is like she's always acts like she's starving. And I like fed her 5 times today. And I don't understand how she can still be starving.
Well, yeah. I could go on a whole thing about pet food and all this stuff, but regardless, we will be back next week, and hopefully Bella will be less hungry at that point.
It's just like crazy, and she's losing weight, and I'm thinking, oh my God, am I a bad mother? Am I a bad mother?
Well, unexpected weight loss, might want to just take her in for a checkup and make sure.
I know, I'm thinking about that. I think I should take her to the vet. All right. Bye, everyone. We'll see you soon.